Hi guys, and morning and welcome to our 5th class. I really didn't think I'd be needing to do quite as many of these, but you know, we live to face another day, and hope you're all keeping well and keeping your spirits lifted. So let's crack on with quite just a nice gentle flowing class. Hope you've all been appreciating the weather, and you know, this will stretch us off if we've been keeping busy in our gardens and out and about. So let's stand with those legs hip distance apart, and we'll do our top to toe check. So gently nodding chin into chest, looking up towards the sky and fluctuating between these two movements, feeling the gentle stretch on the back of the neck and the front of the neck. Gently tipping down, not pushing into anything that feels uncomfortable, but just gently fluctuating between the two, and then coming to rest and set our head and neck in the centre, looking forward. And with those shoulders now, on the exhale, we're going to take them up to our ears and sink them down into our back pocket. So we've got a nice rolling motion backwards, feeling the connection of the shoulder blades and trying to get them moving together. So breathing out and breathing out and breathing out. Lovely, getting them working together, sinking down, length at the front of the chest. Couple more, and I'm going to leave them down there. Breathing out. Leaving them down there. Now moving on to pelvis. Gently emptying that bucket of water forward and then dipping it backwards. Nice exhale forward and inhale backwards. And again, just being aware of any kind of stiffness going on in your lower back or around your pelvis, and just taking care with this as we gently empty forward and bring it back. Gently moving between the two. Tailbone sticks out, tailbone tucks in between the legs, bucket empties forward, bucket comes back. Couple more. And then coming to rest it in what deems to be your midpoint of the two. So you feel nice and balanced, not too flat, not too arched. Softness and bounciness in those knees, legs hip distance apart, and then making sure that we feel that connection between big toe, little toe and heel. So we're bearing down into our mat throughout those 3 connection points. With our lower transverse abs and our tummy muscles, that imaginary zip from back to front, only about 30% of your strength is gently drawing it in, feeling that connection with pelvic floor and transverse abs, and belly button into spine just for a little bit of general abdominal connection here. On the breath in to prepare, we're going to breathe out and lift those arms up, connect with the back of the shoulders. Just starting with some upper body reaches now. So we're going to exhale as we stack that shelf to the diagonal. Inhale back to zip the shoulder into the back pocket. Exhale over, inhale back. So it's not just about the stretch of lengthening into that diagonal, but it's also about drawing that shoulder blade back down into back pocket and feeling that connection and that setting at the posterior shoulder. So gently coming over and back, over and back, over and back. Now with this, you're not losing that neutral, so take care not to stick out through the tummy and arch through the back when we're lifting those arms, but you're trying to stay in that nice neutral position. Now we're going to add a little bit more lateral flexion in as we start to warm up and as we start to feel a little bit more comfortable. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Knees are still nice and soft. You're still pulling in through belly button, through our pelvic floor. That's a nice little crack. Definitely warming up. The last couple to each side. And then on that last one, what I want you to do is hold it there. So we've got the stretch. We've got the nice stretch on the lat, so you should be feeling it down here. Again, just correcting that posture. We're going to exhale as we take the arm and swoop it round. Inhale at the top. Exhale, take the arm, swoop it round. So you should just feel that increase on the lats, and then it relaxes again. Breathing out, keep the knees soft, keep tucked in at the tummy and the tailbone. Breathing out, couple more. Lovely. Lengthen into those fingertips. Gently bring the arm down, opposite side. Coming over into that side bend. Establishing that nice strong position. Softness at the knees. Breathe out as we loop round. And exhale round for 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. Lovely, lengthen up into those fingertips. Nice big stretch. And then gently down. Lovely. Okay. Let's fold those arms out into T shape now. Making sure you have plenty of space around you. Tops toe check again. Nice neutral position. Shoulders gliding down. So we're going to exhale as we forward our arm circles. And then exhale as we back through our arm circles. And these circles are about the size of a grapefruit, so keep them nice and tight. So breathing out, and breathing out, and breathing out, and breathing out. Continuing to keep the shoulder blades down into back pocket, and everything else as still as possible. So you shouldn't really be getting any rocking through the torso at this position because we're using that core to keep us nice and stable. You're drawing in through those muscles. Breathe out. Breathe out. Lengthening through the fingertips. Lengthening through those arms. Almost trying to put a little mini distraction on those shoulders. A little bit of a stretch. Okay, relaxing off. Taking those shoulders back a couple times in the rolls. Floating them back out. Lengthen through again. Zip into back pockets. Tighten through tummy. And again, forward 1. Back 2, forward 3, back 4, forward 5, back 6, forward 7, back 8, forward 9, back 10. Again, gently down. Starting to feel it a little bit in deltoids across the top of the shoulder here. Nice, couple zips back again with those shoulders. And again, floating those arms out. Nice and strong through the core. Last step for me. Forward 1. Back 2, forward 3, back 4, forward 5, back 6, forward 7, back 8, forward 9, back 10, and relax. Woo. Feeling that work. Continue the couple more shoulder rolls. Exhaling back, exhaling back. Last one. Lovely. Okay. We're going to move into our upper back, neck and shoulder stretch now. So top to toe check again. Bouncy at those knees. Interlink those fingers. Push forward so those hands are facing outwards. We're going to bring chin into chest. I'm going to round through those shoulders. Ideally, we want those wrists in line with shoulders. And we just want to be feeling the opening up of the rhomboids at the back of those shoulders. So just a nice stretch here. You're going to breathe in here. And then you're going to breathe out as we scoop through the tummy. Keep the shoulders back and down, but gently restack the spine without sticking through your tummy. So you're keeping tummy in, keeping tailbone nice and tucked in, and arms are coming down. Nice repeat again. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, push forward. Chin into chest. Nice roundness in those shoulders. Breathing in here. Breathe out, gently scoop in through the tummy, keep the shoulders down, keep the chest nice and tucked in, stacking up, open back up. Let's go for 3 more. Exhaling forward. Inhale to hold. Exhale, scoop, stack, keep everything nice and tight. Opening back up. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale to hold. Exhale, restack, keeping scooped. Shoulders down, chest down. And last one for me. Breath in here, breath out. Nice and scooped. And relax. Lovely. Again, you might need a couple of those shoulder rolls if you're feeling like that worked you a little bit. Okay. Setting those arms now, floaty arms. Again, space across the front of the shoulders here. Zipping those shoulders down. Nice peach-sized distance in between our elbows and our waist. Tucked in through the tummy. We're going to breathe out as we surf forward. Breathing in as we zip back. Breathe out, surf forward, breathe in, zip back. Breathing out for 3. So feel the squeeze and the pinch at the back of the shoulders here. Squeeze and pinch. Breathing out, squeeze and pinch. Last one. Come back to that setting. Don't wait up. Breathe out. Try and get those arms moving, which I know is difficult unless you have a mirror. And try and get them moving together. Breathing out. Not overdoming and sticking through your tummy. Keep everything else nice and still. Exhaling. If you have a TheraBand at home, one of the stretchy resistance bands, you want to pop this in between your hands now to give you a little bit of added workout around those shoulders, you can do. Couple more. Combination now. Exhale forward, exhale out. Exhale forward, zip, exhale out. Exhale forward, exhale out. Couple more. Relax. Arms nice and relaxed down by your side. Lovely, okay. I'm going to widen that stance just a touch. Again, nice top to toe check. I'm going to go for a little bit of our foot series. So, foot series starts with that squat. So we're sending the bottom backwards without overarching that back. So you're going to keep soft and neutral, sending it back as if we're coming to sit on an imaginary chair. At the same time, I'm going to float those arms out here. When we're here, then, want to feel the weight in the back of the heels, but still a nice connection with big toes and little toes. And then we're going to lift up through the heels, get that nice balance at the foot. Make sure that your knees aren't coming over those toes, still keep your bottom back so you're working into those glutes. Gently lifting up into a nice calf raise here. And then coming to soften and relax off. So it's all done on the exhale. So you're breathing out, sending that bottom back. Continue to breathe out, lift up through the heels, coming up through the toes, and then gently back down. Exhaling back. Continue to exhale, lifting up into that calf raise, keeping that stability, engaging that core, sending it back again. Exhale. Softening. Exhale, bum back, nice and low. Legs hip distance apart with a little bit of a wobble then. Breathing out. Feel that connection deep into those glutes. Getting that balance. Couple more for me. Lifting up. Ooh. I can tell I've not been doing quite as many classes as normal. Okay. Relax. Now, it wouldn't be my kind of foot series without adding in some pulses now. So, again, down into the nice strong squat, keeping scooped in the tummy. We're just going to do some little pulses here. Now you're doing sharp little exhales as you pulse. So exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lovely. Rise up through onto those heels now. I want you to lift and lower those heels. 1 and 2 and 3. And 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 9, and 10. And soften. And we'll go again. Down into your squats. Bums back nice and scooped. Little pulses for 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Lengthening up. Going to go straight up into that calf raise. Lift and lower. 1, 2. Just tap that mat. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Soften. This time back down. Again, another set, last set, forming little pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Rising up, through the toes. Ooh, get that balance. Up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lovely. Okay, just a little bit of a balance challenge. Now we're going to add in some upper arms as we do our foot series. So what I want you to do is take those arms down as you normally would. And then I want you to lift up through the heels. We're going to rise up through the arms. Nice big circle. And then come back down. Squat, lift. Up through those arms. Big circle. Keep your rib cage down. Back to the start. Couple circles. So they're coming up in front of us as we come down into that squat here. And we're going to lift up. Circle round in calf raise. And then come back down into that squat, lift up, circle, good, and again it's still an exhale, and our last one. Lovely, that's nice. Okay, let's relax off, shake out through those legs, shake out through those arms. Okay. We're going to roll down now. Good old roll down. My mat's just a little bit out of sync here. Just pop it in line. Okay. Roll down. Legs hip distance. Shoulders back. Nice and scooped in. 2 versions of our roll down. Either all the way down to that mat on the exhale. As we do. Breathing in at the bottom. Breathing out, gently restacking back up. Shoulders back pockets, untucking. Or we have our modified. For those of you that know you should be working into this, we're coming to extension here. Nice little scoop, gently restacking up here. So continuing with your roll downs, thinking about segmental control of the spine, trying to keep nice and scooped in the tummy and soft in those knees. Breathing out. Nice breath in at the bottom. Exhale, tucking tailbone in between legs, restacking that spine, trying to get every segment moving individually. Untucking, unrolling, keeping scooped in the tummy. Down. Nice breath in here. Breathe out, feel that lengthening the back of the hamstrings. Feel that connection with the spine. Feel that loosening of that spine as well. Gently coming down. Lovely. Breath in here, breath out. That's nice. Okay, on this next one now we're going to soften those knees and come into 4-point kneeling. It's going to come down now. Walking those hands out. 4-point kneeling position. Legs hip distance apart. Arms shoulder distance apart, making sure that those wrists aren't directly under. So we don't want to completely load them like so. We just want to soften them just a little bit. Coming forward just a touch. Okay, let's set that neutral. Head and neck. Gliding a couple rounds through those shoulders. So we're dipping through that chest and then we're lifting that chest away so we can feel the gliding of the shoulder blades down into those back pockets again. Again, they're moving together, set them in neutral. Come into pelvis, little tucks, tailbone in between legs, softening off, finding that midpoint, engaging through the tummy. Now for a little bit of thread the needle. So, we're taking that breath in to prepare. We're going to breathe out as a hand weaves gently through the opposite, under that opposite one. And we're gliding this along the mat. This elbow can bend and we're starting to gently rotate throughout that mid-back, okay, whilst maintaining a tray of drinks on our bottom. So ideally we don't want to be tipping this pelvis as we reach under. We're keeping that pelvis nice and stable here and we're rotating, and I'm so stiff throughout this thoracic spine at the minute. We're going to take a breath in to hold. And we're going to breathe out as we come back out and open all the way up through the chest. So again, we're trying to maintain this stability at the pelvis, opening up through the chest, breathing in here, and then breathing out to pop a palm back. and we're changing sides. So exhale, slide in, continue to breathe out. That nice gentle rotation from your mid-back without letting your pelvis go. Breath in to hold here, that's gorgeous. Breathe out, opening up, pelvis nice and stable. Oh, tighten that chest, been doing too many press-ups. Breathe in and breathe out. Doing a little bit of Joe Wicks, as have the whole nation. Breathing out, breathe in here, and breathe out. Opening up. You can feel with each one, and that's only the second to that side, we start to open up through that chest a little bit more, and we start to work into that mid-back a little bit more, getting that mobility. I really needed some of these. Continue to change. Exhale. Oh, breathe in to hold. Yeah, definitely loosening up. Exhale, open. Breathe in here. Breathe out down. Keeping it going. Just remembering that tray of drinks on our pelvis, on that bottom, so that you're just isolating that mid-back movement and that you're not getting that lumbar or pelvis into it. Nice chest opener. Breathing in. Oh. Good, keeping it going. Oh, that's nice. Feel that opening at the back of the shoulder. And again, if any of you had that TheraBand to hand, this is where you could pop the TheraBand under the stabilising hand and lift up here. But you will lose that effect of the chest stretch and you'll work more into the posterior shoulder. So completely up to you what you want from this exercise. Oh, that's better. Loosening up. That's what Pilates is for. Gorgeous. Keeping it going. Still keeping that nice connection with your core. So we're still zipping into that lower part of the abdomen. Oh, lovely. That's it. Starting to be able to listen down a little bit more now into that mat. Let's go for 2 more to each side for me. Lovely. Oh, lovely. Nice stretch. You can see, if we rewound this, you can probably see how stiff I was at the beginning and then how much extra mobility I've started to get now throughout that back, and I'm hoping you guys are all feeling the same as well. Last one for me. Oh, lovely. That's nice. Okay. Relaxing off. That's nice. Okay. So here we'll take a little bit of a shell stretch just to get our breath back. So finding your comfortable position at your knees and hips, lengthening out through those arms. Coming to sit back if you can. And just taking a nice few rest breaths here. Lovely. Okay, back to 4-point kneeling. Nice little bit of core work now. Not a traditional APPI exercise, but sometimes I like to put a few different other things in so we keep it nice and fresh. So our 4-point kneeling version, nice neutral setting. We are just simply going to tap out and back. So it's a little bit like a hip twist, but in 4-point kneeling. Breathing out, tap, back in. Now try not to alter the levels of the pelvis. Again, we're keeping pelvis nice and balanced here. We're tapping out, engaging the abs. We're coming back in, and you're going to keep changing sides. I'm going to aim for about 8 to 10 each side in your own time. Or, of course, we can have a higher level version. We're going to take a press up style position here. Not dipping into that back too much, not too rounded. Just trying to find that nice in between where you feel your abs kick. Shoulders back pockets. We can breathe out, tap out, breath in, tap back. Breathe out, tap out, breath in, tap back. So we are going again, 8 to 10 to each side. Choosing the level you're happy with, okay? I'm going to come back to nice 4-point kneeling. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Last couple to each side. Lovely. Come into shell stretch again. Get your breath back. Relax. Take some nice deep breaths in. Breathing into that lower part of the tummy. Lovely. And again, back into 4-point kneeling. Again, not another traditional exercise, but we may all be pretty much aware of these. We're called mountain climbers. We can keep them in a 4-point kneeling version here, where we're going to take our opposite knee towards our opposite wrist. So it's an exhale, again, without losing stability at the pelvis. So you want to try and keep that tray of drinks on your bottom. Nice neutral spine. Breathe out. Try and touch that wrist. Breathe out. Try and touch that wrist. Okay, so we've got the 4-point kneeling version. Or again, we can go for higher version here. Trying to keep in that nice neutral position. Touch and back. And touch and back. Doesn't matter if you don't touch. You're aiming for it. You want to feel that crunch in your tummy. So picking a level that you're happy with. And go. Exhaling. Inhale, return. Exhale, inhale, return. Feel a squeeze on your tummy. Keep those shoulders gliding back. Keep looking down into your mat. Nice and steady and stable with this one. Last couple to each side. Last one to each side. Lovely. And taking that nice shell stretch back again. This time just with a little bit of a difference. We're going to take one hand under the opposite and reach into the top corner of our mat. So you're coming across at a diagonal. And again, you're going to come down as close into your mat as you can. And you should hopefully feel an increased stretch at the posterior shoulder of the fingertips, in which you're lengthening into the corner of that mat. I'm just taking some nice breaths in here. Lovely. And we're going to walk those fingertips into the centre of the mat now. And change sides. And this arm's now going to come under. Reach and aim for the top corner of that mat. And again, lowering your body down into that mat. Lovely. Gently coming back out of it for me. Okie dokes. So, we're now going to come to lie on our back, head on headrest. Now, I've not popped in for a good while any of the hundreds exercises. So we're going to build these up now depending on your levels. So, The levels will vary on the leg position in which we choose and the upper body position of which we choose. Remember, if you are antenatal, we want to put that wedge in. Okay, so you are in more of kind of like an inclined position. If you don't have a wedge, you can use these arms like so. Okay. For everybody else, you should be completely fine lying on your back. Okay, but we will just select the exercise accordingly. Okay. Our very kind of first level of this exercise will be to keep the head and neck down and keep the legs down. We want that nice abdominal tension created. Glide the shoulder blades down. And we would pulse the arms here. Okay. So that's taking away the strain from any neck and not too much increased activity in those abs. So I would recommend this for the antenatal. If you're on that wedge, you can just pulse those arms, which will create a nice little bit of abdominal tension. We're going to breathe in for 5 as we pulse down and breathe out for 5 as you pulse up. And the pulses, we're going to do 100 of them, okay? The next level will be to tuck the chin into chest. Keep lengthening the back of the neck. Keep your peach here, shoulders down, and to work here, okay? Now the next level would be to lift a leg as we pulse for 5, and then change the leg as we pulse for 5. Or we have our double tabletop here. Or finally we have a minimum of 70 degrees at the legs, but we can bring them here to 90 if you can. I'm going to work here, okay? Now if you're straining in the neck but you're okay at the abs, pop the head down. So choose your head and neck position and your leg position accordingly, okay? And start those pulses. Breathing in for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hook those knees in. Relax your head and neck if you used it. Oh, I wanted to say halfway through that we could change positions if we needed to and we felt we couldn't manage the level that we chose, but then I would have been able to, I'd have had to stop our counting. Well, that was quite a challenge on my abdominals this morning. Hugging those knees in. Nice gentle little circles on the lower back. Some little side to side rocks, but not too much. Some little back and forths. So obviously main aim to keep that peach and to keep nice and stable at the level that you chose. I was very, very close to coming back down a level then. That was quite tough. Okay. From here now, we're going to go for, let's see. We'll go for a double leg stretch. We can either have legs on the floor or legs in double tabletop position. So I've just popped the 2 levels in. Our first level, we are set in neutral. We're going to lengthen those arms up towards the sky. We're going to glide those shoulder blades into back pockets. Now, I'm going to run out a little bit of room here. Might just glide down a touch. As we lengthen out a leg, we're going to take the arms up and over behind us. Okay, we're going to do a nice big swoop. And as the arms come back in, so does the leg. So you can lengthen that leg as much as you've got room and you're happy to, and take the arms again overhead as much as you can. Keeping a nice neutral back position. Big sweeping arms, bring the arms in, bring the legs in. Exhale, change, okay? Inhale back. Exhale, change, inhale back. For those of you that are quite happy, I've literally gone to put straight to a higher level in today. It's where we're going to come up into abdo position. We're going to take the legs into double tabletop, and you repeat the exercise here. So we're going to breathe out, big swoop, breathe it, breathe out, big swoop, breathe it, exhale, and in, maintaining that stability at the back. Okay, so 2 levels for you. If you want that added control, that stability, but if you're quite happy, you really want that abdominal workout, you're free from back pain, you're free from disc herniations, you're free from kind of any separation of the abdominals, you can take it right up to that level if you're used to working there and you're quite happy to. If not, we're going to continue at this level now just for a couple more reps. We'll go for 2 more to each side. Lovely. Gently relaxing those arms down by your side. Let's stretch off those hammies now. We're going to tuck a chin into us, tuck a knee into us, gently lengthen out. Feel that lengthening in the back of the leg. Keeping your bum nice and pressed down into that mat. Let's bring that big toe down towards you. Feeling that nice stretch. Lovely. Remember, we still can do this alternately as well. If we are from that nice kind of 45-degree wedge position, or stretch off your hamstrings in standing, whatever's comfortable for you. Now we're going to take this leg and take it into our gluteal stretch or our figure 4 stretch, leaving it here, adding in a little bit of overpressure, or looping in behind that leg, pulling it in for a nice stretch and holding here. Lovely. Lowering down now. Let's stretch off that other hamstring, lengthening up through the leg, big toe down towards you, feeling that stretch. When you start to feel it, that's if you start to feel it kind of loosen, just bring it in a little bit more so you can get that added stretch. Take this nice stretch time just to focus on some belly breathing. Lovely, okay, taking it into that glute stretch again, building it up as you need to. Lovely. Relax it off. Okay. So, I'm going to pop in a shoulder bridge now. A shoulder bridge is not suitable throughout any level of pregnancy. I just tend to completely avoid shoulder bridge. So what I would recommend is some static glute squeezes. So squeezing those bum cheeks as tight as you can, holding for 10 seconds, relaxing off, and going for between 8 to 10 reps of this. Or if you're feeling quite stiff in your pelvis, just doing some gentle kind of pelvic tilts, tilting that pelvis away, gently rocking it back in. For those of you that are quite happy and are not expecting, we want to take out our headrest now so we can come into shoulder bridge. 3 levels of our shoulder bridge today. Our level 1, we are rolling that pelvis in towards us. We are segmentally controlling the spine as we take it up all the way up to that nice diagonal level. We're going to breathe in to hold here, and then we're going to breathe out to really work into those segments of the spine. Segment by segment coming down. Okay, so that's our first level. Level 2, hold it up here. Exhale. Straighten the leg in line with the opposite leg. Inhale back. Exhale, straighten the other leg. We're going for about 5 reps. Or you could do 1 to each side, come back down, go back up. You can play around with these bridges depending on how stable you feel and how much work you want to do. Okay? And then stick that down. And our furthest level now, which I struggle myself because I've got quite tight hip flexors, but it is to lengthen out one leg. Sorry. No, tell a lie. I'm thinking different exercise. We go up into a bridge here, and we will point the toe, dig the heel, point the toe, dig the heel, point the toe, dig the heel 3 times before then coming to change sides. And this is maintaining a stable position. So we are point, dig, point, dig, point, dig, and back. You want to work at this level with minimum rocking, minimum dipping, so you're keeping lifted, engaging those glutes, and you want to get a real good stretch in your hamstring, nice and stable at the leg. It's quite a tough one. And replace that leg. And again, aiming for about 5 to each side and then coming back down, or doing 1 to each side and then coming back down, so we can play around with this bridge. Picking levels that you're happy with. I'm sure you've already got working into those. Nice breath in, breathe out. All levels with thinking of that nice kind of unstick of each segment away from the mat, that nice squeeze and connection into your glutes, the nice levels at the pelvis. Breathing in here, breathing out, re-stick. Remember, you can always pause this at any time, so you can do a couple more reps into an exercise that you feel that you really benefit from, or that you feel like you need to just do more of, or you enjoy. I know I really need to work into my thoracic spine, so I need to slow it down around my bra strap level, gently coming back down. Maintain that squeeze on your bum cheeks. Using that breath to support you, keeping that nice engagement throughout your lower abs and also your transverse abdominis as well. Came down a bit flat back then. Let's go for a couple more for me. Really work into it. Isolate those segments. And last one. Tap that bum down and relax. Oh, it's a good bit of bum activity today. Okay. Hip circles. Right. So we can pop our headrest back in. Again, hip circles is suitable for pretty much anyone. unless you're feeling or experiencing any labral problems at the hips, you're getting lots of clunking and clicking. Of which with that I would probably just do some very gentle kind of hip twists at level 1, maintaining that stability. Okay, 3 levels of our hip circles. We've got our first level where we're going to imagine that the pencil's on the kneecap as we draw some circles, and again trying to keep that opposite leg from wobbling and keep nice and balanced at the pelvis. The second level we would lengthen up here and the pencil would be on the big toe and we would gently move from here. Now this is the exercise I was on about before where I have tight hip flexors. Taking it into level 3 now would be to straighten this opposite leg, and you're trying to make sure that you don't overarch the back and that you maintain in neutral as you gently work here. And that's quite tough for me to work from. I feel more comfortable at a level 2. So begin your level, we're going to breathe out as you draw a circle, out as you draw a circle. And we want this circle to be about the size of a Gallia melon. I always picked this one. Breathing out, lovely. Keeping nice and balanced at those hips. Let's now bring that circle anti-clockwise, so bringing it into the centre line. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change direction again for me. Outwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and change. Last time. Should be starting to feel it around the anterior thigh, and if you're working into those deep core muscles, maybe a little bit into abdominal. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, and relax that leg off. Okay. Resetting that centre, making sure you're nice and balanced. Choosing the same level at the opposite side. And start with those circles outwards. Again, keeping it the size of that melon. Trying to keep this opposite leg nice and steady, so favourite tipple on that kneecap. Changing direction now, bringing it in towards the centre line. Two more this way. Changing it up again for me, taking it outwards again. And last change. Lovely, popping that leg down. Oh, loosening off those hips now by just taking them either side of the mat, some nice little dips. Take care with your range here. Listening to your body, dipping down. Lovely. Coming to relax now. Okay, so I think we should be coming over onto side now. Lovely. Okay. You need a little bit of room at the top of your mat for this one because we're going to do some arm openings, but we're going to bring them into a nice circle instead, so make sure you've got that room. When we are arm circling, we are making sure that we've got some room at the back of our block or our towel, so your head is at the front, your arms are nice and stacked here. You've got those knees in a bend, in a nice neutral position. We're going to take a breath in here and we're going to breathe out as we do a nice circular motion all the way over our head. Now our hips are staying forward. Oh, I need this. As we scoot round and we breathe in to return back. So it's a nice exhale. Keep your hips nice and fixed. Let your upper body follow the flow of that circle. Oh. Inhale back. Definitely feeling it at the minute in this thoracic spine. Keep those hips forward. That's going to be the key to getting the best out of this exercise. Okay, if you're struggling in the shoulder with the whole circular motion, you can just go back to our 12 o'clock arm openings or all the way over here and back, okay? But if you're quite happy to, I thought a circle would be nice to change it up a little bit today. Scoot back. We're aiming for, again, about 8 to 10 of these. Oh, hopefully we should start to feel ourselves freeing up a little. Take care not to stick out through the tummy, which is what I feel like I'm doing at the minute. Keep that rib cage down. Oh gosh, that's better. Couple more. Breathing out, breathing, come rest, palm to palm. Lovely. Okay. So whilst we're here, I thought we'd go for some arm circles. So we're just going to open up, lengthen the fingertips, make sure the shoulders set into our back pocket, and do some little circles whilst we're here. Different way of working. Feel the shoulder maintain in its nice neutral position. It's quite hard. Try and keep that circle flowing. Don't look at those fingertips. That's going to make it even more challenging. It's going to work on our proprioception of this joint. Breathing out. Mine may look like triangles right now. Changing direction for me. Hard. Lovely, okay. If you've got TheraBand now's a good chance to pop the end of the TheraBand in this hand and have one end of the TheraBand in this hand as well. And breathing out as you pull down, feeling that resistance, breath in, back up. If not, you can just work on your control at this joint. Nice smooth motion, and again connecting with the back of that shoulder blade, so you should feel you've got that good drawing sensation of shoulder blade into back pocket. Nice light movement. Gently back up. We are exhaling. We are inhaling. Apologies if you can hear any obscure noises in the background. Charlie's downstairs googling away. Couple more. Lovely. Okay. So now whilst we're here, we're going to come just into a little bit of a clam stretch. Clamshell exercise rather. So lengthening out through that arm. Head on headrest. Changing this arm position accordingly if you need to. Nice and stacked at these legs. Check their heels are in line with bum. Thinning away, engaging through tummy, lifting here. Level 1, we're going to squeeze As we open, feet on the floor. Level 2, we're going to squeeze as we open, feet off the floor. Okay, so 2 levels today. Level 2 is just more challenging because you take away the support of that floor, so you may feel that wobble a little bit more. I still want you to be kind of engaging throughout those feet, so pushing those feet together, squeezing through the bum cheek as you lift. Maintaining a nice, still pelvis. It's quite a tricky one. Okay, if you feel more comfortable working here, you can do. Keep that little mouse hole lifted. Keep engaged in the tummy. Good, couple more. Lovely. Okay, relaxing off. We're working onto that other side now. So either just turning over or flipping to the other side of your mat. Arm openings first. Get your headrest set up properly. Coming to rest that head there. Arms out. Nice and stacked in those legs. And again, we've got the exhale of the arm coming over, keeping the hips nice and fixed. Oh, and the breath in as we sweep back round. Exhale, keep steady and still at those hips. Hips forward, tucked in the tummy, sweep the arm round. Inhale, back to the start. Continuing here, or again, arm openings to 12 o'clock or all the way over, so you can play around with this depending on what you want from it. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Keep engaging throughout the pelvic floor. Lovely, last couple. Nice, okay. Float the arm up now. Connect with the back of the shoulder. Try and get that wrist over shoulder. Connect with the back of the shoulder, draw it down. Little circles one way. Don't look at the fingertips. 2, 3, 4. Easier on this arm. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change direction. Lovely. Okay, and again zipping down. Shoulder blade connected. Feel that work. Breath in. Breathe out. Zip back and down. Add that TheraBand in if you have it. Inhale back. Exhale. Lovely, 2 more. And float that arm down. Nice, setting up for clamshell now. Lengthening out through the arm. Popping that headrest in. Checking that heels are in line with the bum. Nice and lifted in that little mouse hole. Breathing out, squeeze, feet together on the floor. Breathing out, squeeze for level 2, feet together off that floor. Picking a level that you're happy with, exhaling. Ideally we want everything nice and stacked. I don't feel quite right myself. Okay, that's it. Breathe out, squeeze. Breathe in, lower back down. Remember, the breath in is equally as important as we are working eccentrically into those muscles. So we're going to lower down nice and gently. Breathe out. Breathe in. Feel like work today. 2 more for me. Lovely, relaxing off. Nice one. Okay, so coming back onto all fours for me. Start throwing a little bit of a treat, a little bit of a cat stretch. So we're on all fours. Nice neutral position. This one is suitable for everyone, but you just want to be careful with your ranges, okay? So not coming into an overflex position if you've got any disc herniations or facet joint irritations, and not coming into too much pushing down into extension if you've got any separated abdominals or if you're pregnant. So just take it nice and easy with your ranges. We're skipping round, again trying to get a nice hump or as far as you're comfortable. Breathing in here, breathing out, sticking out that bottom, looking down into your mat. Nice little bit of mobility. Hopefully your spine's feeling a lot freer from some of the exercises that we've done today anyway. A nice little arch at the back. And dip into that back. Lovely, just a couple more. Last one. Lovely. And just to finish off, nice hip flexor stretch. So come into kneeling, taking a chosen leg forward. Use something now if you want to. If you feel like you lose your balance a little bit on this exercise, we're coming into that gentle lunge forward so you feel a stretch on the back of that thigh, holding it there. Nice breaths in here. Lovely, gently easing out of this now, changing sides for me. Walking that foot forward, hips facing forwards, lunge into it. Feel that stretch. And gently relaxing off. And we're all done, guys, so we really hope you enjoyed that one. The opportunity to work at a more kind of lower level and just focus on that control, or to up it up in a couple of the exercises today and just challenge yourself and work a little bit harder. Always working within your comfortable zones and what you're used to working with in class. But just taking this time again just to all say, keep safe, keep doing what you're doing, love to yourself and to your family, and can't wait to get back to you all soon. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.